Welcome to Nuggets for Daily Living, a series of short videos meant to help you understand the truths of God's Word. And now here's your host, Joeann Fontaine.
Sometimes amputation is the only solution. I remember as a little girl seeing one of our elderlies in our village without one of his foot. I was totally devastated. I ran to my grandmother in curiosity, asking her, "Granny, what had gone wrong with this gentleman?" And my grandmother tried to explain to me in the simplest manner to help me to understand exactly what had taken place. And she explained to me that this gentleman had a life sore, and it became life-threatening, and it was necessary for the doctors to cut off his foot. I wanted to know what was a life sore. And then she explained to me that it is a buildup of inflammation in the foot because of probably varicose vein or some medical situation, but it would eventually burst and begin to run. And without proper medical attention, the foot would get worse and worse. And it would reach to a place where amputation is the only solution. Today, I reflect on our theme for this month. Toxic people, toxic relationships, toxic thoughts, toxic beliefs. You see, when we are in toxic relationships, it is much like in the case of this man with his foot. It begins to affect the individual internally. And eventually, the situation becomes life-threatening. I am speaking from a spiritual perspective. And at that point, amputation is the only solution. Cutting yourselves away from negative individuals, cutting yourself away from negative relationship, toxic relationship, be it a spouse, abusive situations that you are trying to make it work, but you realize that you are the one that is affected. Much like the individual with the foot, he would have tried his own solution, but eventually it had reached a place where amputation was the only solution. Where are you at today as it relates to toxic situations that you are dealing with? Maybe a loved one, maybe a family member, maybe a spouse, maybe someone that you consider your friend. And you would have tried to make it work. You have done all that you can. But I'm here to tell you today, if this situation continues, it can become life-threatening. I am also here to tell you today, amputation may be your only solution. Separate yourselves from toxic situations, from toxic relationship, because eventually it will begin to take a toll on your thought pattern and it will affect your belief. So today, amputation might be your only solution.